Hi, my name is Anthony Black. I'm the senior writer at the Canadian Museum of Immigration at Pier 21, and I am speaking to
Santiago Guzman. My pronouns are he and they, and I am a playwright, I'm an actor, I'm a director, and a dramaturg. For the purposes of this interview, I am the director of the New Canadian Curling Club here at Neptune Theatre.
We have come here to talk about the New Canadian Curling Club, which is a play that Neptune is putting on. When does it start?
It opens February 25th and it runs until March 23rd.
And it's going to happen in the Neptune Studio Theatre. The reason that I'm interviewing Santiago is because obviously the New Canadian Curling Club has themes of immigration, which is what our museum is devoted to studying and examining. So I'm going to ask you some questions.
Great.
So, the New Canadian Curling Club, it's a play. What is the play about?
The play is about four new Canadians that joined this team as part of our resettlement program.
And they're curling?
And they're learning to curl.
And they haven't curled before?
No.
Where are they from?
Well, there's one character from China, from Jamaica, from India, and from Syria.
Syria, okay. So not big curling powerhouse countries.
Well, not necessarily, no.
And so they're magically really good at curling?
Well, no, the whole point of the story is that they learn how to curl.
Right. I don't know, arguably the most Canadian of activities. I don't know if it is or not.
Well, I guess I am figuring that out.
Right, okay. Have you curled?
Well, yes, I actually did. In preparation for the project, for the play, the entire team went to curl last week, and it was amazing. It was really fun.
And were you good at it?
Surprisingly, I was pretty good. I think I was very strong.
Okay.
With my throwing, but it was a lot of fun.
How were you with the sweeping?
Not too bad.
Did you say hurry hard?
No, I wasn't the skip. I guess I was not that good.
Okay, so if you had to say hurry hard, how would you say it?
Well, I would say I would say, hurry hard!
No, but if you were in Spanish, what would you say?
Apúrate.
Apúrate!
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 Vamos!
From Argentina, in which case you'd say, apúrate. Apúrate. By the way, I'm holding my curling broom like this.
Yeah, like a pro.
Like a pro. What's your curling broom look like?
It's looking down because I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go?
I'm ready to.
So, like, if we were gonna how would we sweep?
Well, like, you just sweep like this. Just like that. Not sweeping anything, but that's how you do it, folks.
Okay, good. I hope you're learning things. Okay, so the play takes place in a small town. In Nova Scotia?
Yes, it's set in Nova Scotia, and it's set in a small town where there is only one Tim Hortons, only one big grocery store, and likely just one big high school.
Okay, so I'm just trying to think about...
There's
a few towns that come to mind. I won't name them.
No, it's a surprise.
Yeah, there's a Tim Hortons in the town, and in fact, one of the characters works at the Tim Hortons.
That's right, two of them.
Two of them work at the Tim Hortons. And so actually Tim Hortons is, as a piece of like Canadian culture, is very present in the play.
Totally is, yeah.
Do you like Tim Hortons coffee?
I do. I do like Tim Hortons coffee.
They are not even a sponsor of the show, so you don't have to lie.
I know, I'm being honest. I actually do enjoy Tim Hortons coffee.
Okay, all right. I can dig it too, but I'm undiscerning.
Yeah. It's not my first choice, but
yeah,
I'll drink it.
And there's also Timbits in the show.
Yes.
Do you like Timbits?
I love Timbits.
What's your favorite kind?
My favorite kind is the chocolate one covered with coconut.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah. The neglected Timbit. That's a neglected Timbit.
Is it?
Yeah, nobody eats that.
I'll have a word with you. Come here.
So, you are an immigrant. When did you arrive in Canada? Where did you come from? And how do you feel about the word immigrant as opposed to the word newcomer?
Well, I arrived to Canada in 2015, and I came from Metepec, Mexico, and I landed in Cornerbrook, Newfoundland and Labrador. And I think an immigrant represents more my experience because I am not necessarily a newcomer. You know, it's been 10 years since I've been here. And I'm not necessarily a new Canadian just yet because I don't have my passport. So there you go.
Right. And that's something you're aiming towards?
Yeah. Right. Please give me my passport.
Give him his passport. As a director, are there things that you're doing to make sure that the experience of being an immigrant, which is in the play, is understandable to people who haven't lived it?
Absolutely, and I think that that's why I decided to direct this play, because I felt like it was an opportunity for me as an immigrant to direct this show from that perspective, but also encourage and allow the performers who also have experiences of migration to bring an authentic perspective, an authentic voice, and based on their lived experience. So even in rehearsal, we're finding lines where we can find more depth and more specificity as to what is it that they're trying to say and why are they saying that. And even in the way that we move around the space and how do we bring our cultures and our voices, to the stage.
So newcomers have to balance out being part of their own culture with being part of a new culture. What's that like for you?
I think that has been one of the most beautiful experiences in my time here in Canada, trying to honor and celebrate parts of my culture that I really want to continue celebrating, given that the Mexican community, both in Newfoundland and Labrador and Nova Scotia, is not as big, and just finding those opportunities to really connect with the community, but at the same time, getting to celebrate and understand more from my Canadian friends and what they celebrate and how they celebrate, because even traditions like Christmas, those are different even from my culture and the Canadian culture, and most importantly, learning about the First Peoples of the communities that I am a part of. I think that the biggest question and the most interesting one is, what is a Canadian culture?
Yeah.
And I think that for me, as an immigrant and understanding the history of this country, we're all immigrants. We're all standing in Indigenous land.
Right.
So we are all immigrants. And I think that the combination of those experiences and perspectives and cultures, languages even, that have been, a part of what we understand as Canada today is who we are. And one of the things that, when I first came to Canada, one of the traditions that I really missed was Day of the Dead, Dia de Muertos. And I built my own altar. I didn't have access to the same things that I would in Mexico during the season. So then I had to build my own altar. And one of the most special things was introducing my Canadian friends to my tradition to celebrate and honor the legacy and the life of someone who is no longer with us. And I remember that the next year, a Canadian friend sent me a picture of a little altar that they built on their own.
Oh, that's nice.
And I think that that's who we are,
yeah.
Right? Like what this country allows us to do is to grow and to build community. And I'm very honored and grateful to be here.
So I don't know if you know this, but the museum is working on a new exhibition that opens in the spring in May called Eat, Make, Share, A Taste of Immigration.
Oh.
And it's all about food in Canada, both what Canadian food is and also how it's made and the role of migrants in food production and lots of different things. Food insecurity that drives immigration or migrations, and we're gonna actually have a little display in the lobby during the run of the show that asks the question, what is Canadian food anyway?
Oh,
so it
wow.
reminds me a lot of what you're saying about Canadian culture. What is Canadian culture?
Yeah.
What is Canadian food? And the answer is, it's a box of Timbits.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Okay, gotcha.
The play premiered in 2018. Do you think it means something different now than it did then?
I think that the play at the time may have been quite revolutionary, especially because there are big themes like racism and discrimination that are discussed in the play. And I think that in 2018 we were not talking about those things the same way that we do today. I hope that this year, in 2025, when we look at this play, we are already more used to acknowledging and recognizing where acts of discrimination and racism are and how are they manifested, and what is the role of the bystander. the ally, you know, in watching something unfold in front of you. So even though it is the same play, same script with, you know, I'm sure some edits have occurred since, I think understanding the role of the immigrant as well, that I think has changed. I came to Canada 10 years ago when I understood that, you know, that this country was very welcoming, and it was, and it is. In the last little while, as there has been a lot of celebration for bigotry and xenophobia, people are feeling more comfortable to be racist and, you know, express discrimination in an active form. I hope that this play today reminds us that ultimately, regardless of where we come from, we're all human beings, and that we're all sharing space.
Yeah, that's great. So what's your favorite part of doing this play?
I think so far the most enjoyable thing has been bringing the team together. I spent a lot of time doing prep on my own, looking at the script and imagining things, but now we recently had the cast, the designers, the stage management team, technicians, and being all together in the room and finding the nuance in the story that we wanted to tell. As you said, the play has been produced a lot across the country and since 2018. But to me, one of the things that was really special was being able to find what our production was doing. And as I said, to me, this play is a reminder of the humanity that exists in immigrants that are being a part of the community.
Great. Thank you so much. It's great to chat with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck. I can't wait to see the show on opening.
I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be fun.